like to take you to a very interior village of Tinsukia district situated at Jagun. It is around 85 kilometers from the main town Tinsukia. The name of the village is known as Wara. Wara is situated at the eastern part of Assam, sharing a border with Jairampur of Arunachal Pradesh. We are now slowly entering the Wara village. This is the entrance of the village, surrounded by a forest, a Lekhapani forest. The roads are not yet constructed and it is full of bubbles. This is the slow entrance of the village, and I can feel the essence of the jungle and the peace surrounded by it. As we go deep inside the jungle towards our destination, we can hear the birds chirping.
We have reached half of our destination at the bank of river Tirap. We are now heading towards the only means of transportation through a boat by crossing the river. There is only one single boat used by the entire village to cross the river. Now, Tirap is considered as one of the most dangerous rivers due to its heavy current flow. But keeping aside its risk factor, the natural beauty is really undeniable.
We have now entered Wara. Wara is completely detached from the mainland. As we can see, greenery surrounded by us. The major livelihood of the people of Wara comes from agriculture, livestock farming, fishery and tea garden. Now we have reached our destination at the resource person house of Wara, Mr. Bora. Mr. Bora is now taking us for a tour of the village. Now we are at Hunjuwara Primary School. As you can see, we are all interacting with the children of the Wara, of the Hunjuwara Primary School. The children belongs from the Wara village only, and we are just having a casual fun talk with the children, interacting about COVID-19 disease and their daily routine, regular lifestyle, etc. This is the Hunjuwara LP school. This is one of the remote school of Tinsukia district. This village is located completely, it's very abandoned from the mainland, and we have to cross the river. You have already seen in the previous video that we have to cross the river from the other side to reach here. And here we have the religion, the people preach in this village are mainly Buddhism and Christianity. So, and there is only one Hindu family living here. Now we are moving towards the end part of Wara village. The other side of the Wara is Arunachal Pradesh. Now we are moving towards the bank of river Tirap. Tirap river is the barricade for Assam and Arunachal border. The other part is Arunachal Pradesh. That is the Khamdu Basti of Arunachal. The river, the Tirap river, is full of like current, heavy current. So like it is, and the river is based totally on stone, heavy stones. The children have come for a swimming session at River Tirap. They are having such a gala time amidst nature. Looking at them, I am now recalling my childhood days. They are having such a fresh moment. Now we are heading towards the village. We are done having fun at the river bank. The place is so fresh and lively. It feels so serene. To know more about the village, we have now visited a local household. We have known so far that Wara consists of Tangsa community. So now we are discussing about the existence of Wara. It is said that Wara came into existence during the British reign. It was bifurcated from Hunjuwara, which is at Tipam Colliery. Around 7 families from Hunjuwara had migrated to Wara for occupational needs. And that's how Wara had come into being, with 32 families consisting around approximately 200 population on present date.
He is giving us some data on solar light facilities in the village. When we asked them about their education system, they told us about their poor infrastructure. Oh, here are the pretty girls. While sitting with the family, we saw the children engaged in household activities like now we can see they're feeding the pigs under the changhar. Now, here I am in their traditional dress. Oh, the kids are looking at me. Hey, how am I looking? Okay. Let's explore the green. Such a beautiful place. Here I have to mention that most of the areas in Wara is covered with tea garden. Now, I am with our resource person, Mr. Bora. He took me to the church. Here, people practice Christianity too. Okay, I can see here a Buddhist temple also.
The major inhabitants of this village primarily consist of Tangsa community, the Tangsa tribe, and basically the religious followed by this village is Buddhism and Christianity. This village basically consists of traditional houses which is called sanghar, made of bamboo. This is the house behind me.
This is the changhar behind us. And the main livelihood of this area is paddy, that is jhum kheti and tea garden. You can see here around. In my conversation with Mr. Bora, he said the village was established many years ago during the British rule. He also added that there is only a single way to enter Wara. The boat is the only medium of communication. He shared an incident that during the flood, a person of their village died while rowing the boat. I asked him the total population and their economic status, to which Mr. Bora told that there are 200 households but economically very deprived. He also added that there is only a single lower primary school established in the year 1962, and the students have to move to Jagun after passing out the LP school. But since the communication is too poor, the children had to discontinue education at lower primary, which is a big challenge for the village. Only a handful of people move to Jagun and others stay here. I went into a house with Mr. Bora. We had a casual conversation with the family, and I found the lifestyle actually very interesting. You can see people sitting around fire lit up in between. They served us tea, but in their traditional cups made of bamboo. A big problem of this village is opium addiction. Now, the point of concern is, along with men, the women have also started engaging themselves in its intake. There is also a lot of availability of oranges in and around the village. And you know what? People take this as their main agricultural occupation. Now, we are at the end of our journey. It's almost 6 o'clock in the evening. This wonderful journey will remain in my mind and heart throughout the whole life.